Hey, this is really funny. Donald Trump's lawyer, I guess, I don't know if he's still his lawyer, Rudy Giuliani, appeared yesterday morning on Fox News propaganda show Fox and Friends. This was ahead of the first presidential debate. And Rudy Giuliani blurted out this rambling conspiracy about Joe Biden having dementia. And as he did it, the looks on the faces of the Fox and Friends hosts they look like they're sick to their stomachs. It's kind of like a bizarre stream of consciousness. Take a look at this first part from Rudy Giuliani.
The man has dementia. There's no doubt about it. I mean, I've talked to doctors. I've had them look at 100 different tapes of his 5 years ago and today.
The Biden people say he's fine.
Oh, he can't recite the Pledge of Allegiance and he's fine. He was in the Senate for 160 years. I mean,
so this is already weird because Rudy says Biden can't recite the Pledge of Allegiance. It's Trump who has visibly struggled to recite the Pledge of Allegiance and the national anthem. And Biden's been in the Senate 160 years. Rudy is making no sense whatsoever here. And OK, the Fox and Friends crew is starting to look a little bit concerned, but Rudy's not slowing down. He keeps it going.
He can't do the prologue to the Constitution of the United States or the Declaration of Independence, any of them. He can't do numbers. Wow, are the numbers screwed up? He actually displays symptoms that two gerontologists told me are classic symptoms of middle-level dementia.
It's so weird because this has turned into the projection campaign. Everything that Rudy Giuliani is expressing is everything Rudy is saying as a supposed concern about Biden is actually something that we're worried about with Trump. Actual mental health and neurology professionals have been sounding the alarm about Donald Trump for years. And Rudy Giuliani is trying to apply all of those criticisms to Joe Biden. Let's continue.
Right. That's when he does that. I pledge allegiance to the United States. I think done that twice. Well, that's a classic symptom in the DSM-5. It's the fifth symptom of dementia. He's got 8 of the 10. Look, that isn't the debate. He can get through it. I think the president is quite right to say maybe he's taken Adderall or some kind of attention deficit disorder thing.
So, then with the Adderall, once again, it's Donald Trump who appears to very clearly have upper and downer days. And it's Donald Trump who the world speculates is taking some kind of uppers. Could be Adderall, could be abusing allergy pills, according to Michael Cohen, could be abusing nasal decongestants, etc. Do they not see this? Do they not realize every allegation that Donald Trump, that Rudy Giuliani is making about Joe Biden has been applied seriously to Donald Trump? Now, it gets so bad that Fox and Friends hosts try to interfere a little bit. They try to help out Rudy Giuliani, but Rudy can't be stopped. He just keeps going.
Some kind of attention deficit disorder thing.
And that's why the president wants to do a drug test. But, none of us are doctors.
I'd also check his right pocket.
That's your opinion. But so it will be interesting to see what happens tonight.
Oh, no, it's not just my opinion. It's the opinion of a number of doctors I've actually, interviewed.
Right. Look,
all right, Rudy, let's talk about the Supreme Court, because that's going to be a topic tonight at the debate.
Of course.
And you hear Brian Kilmeade there saying, we can stay away from this topic. And there is just so much projection. Consider the absurdity of Rudy Giuliani rambling incoherently through his claims that someone else has cognitive issues. It's really incredible. Rudy mentions 10 dementia symptoms in the DSM-5. DSM-5 actually replaces the term dementia with major neurocognitive disorder and mild neurocognitive disorder, and it doesn't list 10 symptoms. I mean, everything Rudy Giuliani saying here is completely backwards, beyond the bigger picture that these really are allegations that have been credibly made about Trump, which have not been answered. It's actually tragic in a way. I was never like a big Rudy guy, but especially after 9/11, Rudy Giuliani was he wasn't universally loved, but in a polarized America, after 9/11, Rudy was as close to universally loved as you could imagine. And then he became, Mayor 9/11, noun verb 9/11 became Rudy Giuliani's way of speaking. He then jumped in with Trump completely. And now he has sort of become, it's almost like he's the hatchet kook who has to go around saying the things Trump would love to be saying, but finds himself stopping short of. Rudy Giuliani's the guy out there doing it, just an irrelevant crackpot making no sense whatsoever. In a way, it's sad what's happened to Rudy Giuliani. And meanwhile, at a recent rally, Donald Trump said Rudy should really run for mayor of New York again. I have a hard time imagining Rudy could win at this point. Tell me if you disagree. We'll have more coverage of all of the shenanigans surrounding the first presidential debate on the show's Instagram page. You can find it at David Pakman Show on Instagram. I'm really excited that one of our sponsors today is Helix Sleep. I sleep on a Helix mattress at home. I absolutely love it. And that's why I reached out to them about sponsoring the David Pakman Show. Buying a mattress in the past was always a huge guessing game for me. I didn't know what I actually needed. I didn't know what I would like. But Helix has a sleep quiz on their website. You tell them your body type, your sleeping position, your back pain issues you might have, and their tool matched me with a mattress that is perfect for me. It's cool enough at night. It's the right firmness. I generally just do way better sleeping these days because of the mattress. Helix was awarded #1 best overall mattress for the last 2 years by both GQ and Wired Magazine. It is well-deserved, I can tell you firsthand. Every Helix mattress comes with a 10-year warranty. You can try the mattress risk-free for 100 nights, and they will even come pick it up at your house if you don't love it. But I know you will. All of my viewers will get up to $200 off your order, and you'll get 2 super premium pillows for free when you go to the link right underneath this video.